Hey y'all, and welcome to Miners Market, and welcome to my French Country Shabby Chic crockery and clay video. Now, yes, this is a crockery and clay video, but before we get started, let me introduce you to Temu. When they contacted me to present their things to you, I was excited because I wanted to see if they were really what everybody was saying they were. And I'm here to tell you they really are what people are saying. So my issue was I couldn't believe that they had such good quality things for such tinky tiny prices. That was my problem. And I thought, you know, I've bought things on the internet before, and usually it is, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. Not in the case of Temu. Their prices are phenomenal, and I can't think of anything that I could have wanted to find that wasn't on their website, and that's honestly the truth. I'm just going to show you a few things. This is not a Temu haul video, so I'm not going to show you a whole lot, but I do want to show you some of my favorite things that I got from them. So as you know, I'm a nurse, and I got this pulse ox machine, and I love it. So normally you have to calibrate these things, but this one was already calibrated. This was the first time I pulled it out of the box and turned it on, and it was accurate the first time. It gave me an O2 sat of 99, which is excellent, and a heart rate of 69, which is typical for me because mine is normally slow. So I really like the fact that I didn't have to calibrate it. Now look at this adorable canvas. It is so stinking cute, and look at the vibrant colors. I love it. Y'all, I fell so in love with these adorable little poofy washcloths. They have handles on them that hang perfectly on the handle of my faucet, and they are so stinking cute and stylish, and I love them. I got this sort of brownish gray color here and the one in white, and I love them. I also love these microfiber cloths that I got from Temu. They come in reversible colors. They are so soft and quilted, and they are bigger than a regular washcloth. So I was super duper happy with this purchase. Now, this I'm very excited about because this little paddle right here for my KitchenAid mixer is $38. Anywhere I looked for it, and look at what I paid for it at Temu. I've wanted one for a long time, but I was not going to pay nearly $40 for it. And it finished off my little tool accessory mixer set. This right here is probably my favorite thing I got today of all, believe it or not. I have had this KitchenAid mixer for 20 years, and I've never had anywhere to put the cord. This is simply a little cord organizer, and it is double-sided tape that you put it on with. You place it on the back, wrap your cord, and for the first time in 20 years, my cord has a home, and I am so excited. Now, that is enough about Temu for now. I will sprinkle more Temu throughout the video, but for now, let's get into DIY number one. For DIY number one, I found this huge crockery jar at my Goodwill for $1.99, and it was Senior Day. I try to always go on Senior Day because I get everything for half off. I paid 99 cents for it, and I'm just going to cover it in my white Waverly chalk paint with 2 coats. Now, I have 3 pieces of crockery that I'm doing today, and I will not paint the inside of any of them, and that is because right now they are food safe, and I want to keep them that way. If I go in with my paint, then I'm going to mess that up. So I showed you these stamps recently, but I was only able to show you 3, and there are so many beautiful stamps that I had to do a second video and show you more. They are IOD molds, and not molds, I say that every time. IOD stamps, and I found out in my research that IOD stands for Iron Orchid Designs. I never knew that before. So if you're looking for them, Google Iron Orchid Designs, and you will find a variety of gorgeous crafting items. Then I'm going to take my little brush and dip it in the ink
and just sort of lightly dust around it and distress it a little bit. I'm not getting too heavy-handed with it because I don't want to take from the look of this gorgeous piece of crockery. I'm going to return my little seal, and y'all, look at this. My absolute favorite flower in the world are peonies, and this bunch was humongous. And look at the price. You cannot beat it. They are gorgeous in this pot. Now, I wish you could see how big this pot really is, and then you would know how big that set of peonies really is. But them together is so high end and so gorgeous, so French country, so shabby chic. And then also you will notice those eucalyptus sprigs in there. Those are also from Temu, and they just added so much to this piece. And I could not be more happy with the way this turned out in the end. So be sure to let me know down in the comments below what you think about the look of it. Now look at this little thing right here. I bought 4 of these. It's just a little round piece of silicone, but it is absolutely perfect to use with my hot glue guns because I drip glue all over the place, and this little piece of silicone catches it and keeps it from ruining anything. But now look at DIY number 2. This is a traditional piece of crockery that I absolutely love. Now, crockery is just simply ceramic, but I guess it's the style that makes it crockery. I'm not sure. Maybe it's what you put in it that makes it crockery. That I should have looked up, but I didn't. So somebody look that up and let me know, what does crockery really mean? So anyway, again, I am going to paint the whole outside, leaving the inside food safe. And I'm going in with another gorgeous stamp. Now, this one I wasn't too sure about because if you see the little raised pieces on the top and the bottom right there, I wasn't sure if I could keep it on there and not like mess it up while trying to put it on those little pieces that stuck up. But it worked perfectly. And look at how this turned out in the end. I love it. I am so obsessed with crockery right now, and it is strictly because of these stamps. Look at this Devonshire, a clotted cream. I feel so fancy saying that. But I love the way this turned out. Now, if you notice the little flowers to the side in this 3-piece tier tray, that is also Temu, but I will tell you more about that in just a few minutes. But I just wanted to give you a sneak peek of that. Now, DIY number 3 is my favorite of the entire video. I am obsessed with these things. This first little clay pot here, I got at Hobby Lobby, and I love it. I paid $1 for that pot. This is a candlestick from Dollar Tree. I paid $1.25. So $2.25 is all I have in this particular set. Now these right here, that little candle holder right there was $3.99. I got it at Hobby Lobby, half off, $1.99. And then these little pots I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm just showing you that I'm going to use the top for the bottom on the candlestick. Now, you get 2 of these clay pots. I think I just said 3, but you get 2 at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. I'm showing you here why I chose to use the bottom as the top, because it just made sense to me. It just looked better together like that. So I'm going to glue it on and paint it with the white Waverly chalk paint, and it's going to turn out so stinking pretty. But look at this. This is a little candlestick that I got from Hobby Lobby. I had it left over because it comes at 5 in a pack, and I usually use them for feet. But now these are the 3 little clay pots that you can get at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. So basically I have $1.25 in this because I had that little candlestick left over. But how perfect are these together, y'all? Now, this is when I'm going to go in with my white Waverly chalk paint, and I'm going to paint all 3 of these in the white Waverly chalk paint. And I absolutely love the way these turn out in the end. I have to admit, I did get my inspiration for this from the back of the stamps, because if you turn the stamps over, and look on the back. It has the most gorgeous picture, and it was for inspiration for us to be able to look and see what we can do with these stamps and how beautiful everything you make with them turns out. And I'm obsessed with them. And the quality that they are is ridiculous. They will last forever and ever and ever. And I can use them a million times. And yes, that's exaggerating, but y'all know I'm only exaggerate. Anyway, they're going to last forever, and you can use them over and over. So if they are less than $40, they are an investment, but a wonderful investment. They will be linked in my description box along with everything else that can be listed in the description box below. So I really, really, really want to hear down in the comments what you think about my little clay pot vases. I love them. Like I said a minute ago, these are my favorite part of the whole video, and I've been wanting to do these since I bought these stamps, but I didn't want to just use clay pots, although now the clay pots alone would be stunning using these IOD stamps, because anything you use those stamps on, anything they touch, are going to bring them up several notches, and everything is going to look so high end. But I am a candle girl, a candlestick girl, should I say. I like to use candlesticks for all kind of things. But now look at this. I'm going to go in with this little piece of wood with the antique wax, because I thought it would give a little bit of character, a little bit of depth and dimension to this pot, and change it up a little bit with all of the white. I didn't want too much white. And y'all know I'm obsessed with wood and staining wood with this antique wax by Waverly. I love to stain whatever I can get my hands on with this wax. Now, when I finished this little pot here, you're going to see that it has on the very, very bottom a little tiny piece of wood sticking up that made it unstable, and it made my pot wobble. But that was an easy fix with something else that I got from Temu, which was a package of 6 sanding sponges, and each one of the sanding sponges have a different grit. So it goes from like really, really rough grit to a really, really fine grit. So you can basically sand anything you want. And the price point on those sandpaper blocks were, like everything else, phenomenal. Now, this is the little piece that I was going to show you. And these are the sandpaper blocks that you can get these at Dollar Tree. But there's a huge difference, because the ones at Dollar Tree they sand okay, but they all come in the same grit. You can't get different grits, which, like I just said, makes it, look, now this is what I was talking about right here. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Anyway, the grit makes a difference in how much you can sand with those things. Now, this is the cutest little stamp right here, and it fit perfectly. I didn't know if I would have one that would fit on this tinky tiny pot, but look how cute. It turned out perfect. Just perfect. I have no idea what this says. I couldn't make hardly any of it out, so it must be like French or something. And I have a hard time speaking English, so I wasn't even going to try to read that to y'all. But again, I'm just giving it a little dusting with some ink just to give it a little bit of character. And now I'm going to go in with the biggest one and show you another stamp. Now, when you get these stamps and you use them the first time, you need to sand them down, and that's according to the directions. And I'm assuming that it just gives the ink like a better base to stick to. But they work so good, and I just love these things. But anyway, again, I'm just going to dip my little paintbrush in the ink and distress it a little bit. Not getting too heavy-handed, like I said, and I want you to look at how stinking beautiful these things turned out. I cannot wait to hear what you tell me you think about these down in the comments. Dijon Grey Poupon, y'all. I have a 59% heritage of French, English, or whatever, anyway, from over there. And I love, see, that's what that says. It's got to be French or something. I love to pretend to speak French when I'm talking to my grandbabies, and they love it too. But look at how pretty. Now, I know that that says John Muir and Sons. No, see, I'm not going to try. I'm not even going to try to read it. But look at those gorgeous flowers from Temu. Now, this DIY number 4 is so beautiful. It is another piece of crockery that matched the first one. This is, I guess, what you would consider the medium size, but you can't really see it there, but the paint was crackled, and it was so beautiful, and I hated to cover it up, but the color was just so like yellowy and dingy, and I just love a bright white color in my kitchen. So I'm going to do this one the same way that I did the other pieces and just give it a really good coat, actually 2 coats of the white Waverly chalk paint, and that's only going to be on the outside again. Because I really do believe I will be putting cookies or candy or something down in these pots, because when I use something in my kitchen, you know, like when I redo something to use in my kitchen, I actually use it. I don't just usually put it up there for looks, but I didn't want to mess up the integrity of the inside of any of these. So if you kind of skipped through the first couple of DIYs, I'm just telling you why I didn't paint the inside, because I want to keep it food safe. Now this right here is so cute. I think I did use this one in my first video, but it's so beautiful that I wanted to use it again. And watch how pretty this turns out. Look at that. Again, taking my paintbrush and just dusting it lightly with the ink. And with that, this one is done. And then I am going to show you some gorgeous flowers that I got from Temu that I am going to top these with. Now, yes, I did paint the tops of this one and the bigger one, but I'm not using them in the way I'm styling it for you for the video. But I did want to finish them in case I ever decided to use them and put something in it besides these stunning flowers that came from Temu. These flowers are beautiful. I got 3 of these. 2 of them are a cream color or an ivory color, and 1 is a white color, but they're the same sort of bunch. Now, the white one has these little things that look like, they almost look like little Easter eggs, really. But this little 3-tier tray right here is so beautiful. It's black. The edges are scalloped, and it was so easy to put together with this beautiful gold hardware. And I literally put it together in about 2 minutes, and it is just stunning as a centerpiece for anything. And you could put a lot of stuff on this little 3-tier tray. But look at this together, y'all. I am so happy with the way this pot turned out. And I absolutely love those stamps. I think I sold probably 20. I didn't sell them because I don't get anything for it. But about 20 people bought the stamps from my first video. So they are popular right now. Everybody's doing the IOD stamps because they are just beautiful. But I want you to look at these flowers. They almost look paper. Like, they are beautiful. The quality is ridiculous for the price, y'all. Look at this beautiful tray. Can you believe the price? And I mean to tell you, it's just gorgeous. Now, let me show you my final reveal. Everything, the way it comes together. And between my Temu items and my crockery, oh my lordy, my crockery and clay pieces, I just love them. Now, this little LED fairy light right here, those things, I got 10 of them. They are 10 feet long for one. Yes, 10 feet long for one. They flash really fast. They flash sort of slow. And then they are just on. Like, they don't flash at all. But look at this. You see it kind of running all through my little reveal here, that is only one strand. Just one. And the price is crazy. But like I said, one strand is 10 foot long, and there are so many lights on that string. That is probably the best value of anything that I got from Temu. Now, there will be a huge coupon listed in my description box for you to go shop at Temu and get yourself some beautiful things. So be sure to take advantage of that link that I'm going to give you, and don't forget to use the coupon that I'm including, because that is special to my channel, and it is a thank you for watching today and joining me for my crockery and clay and my introduction to Temu. So let me know down in the comments what you think about everything that you've seen today. If for some reason this is your first time at my channel, my name is Brenda, but my sweet grandbabies call me Monner. That is where Monner's Market came from. It was named after my precious grandbabies. We have number 20 that will be here in just a few weeks, so we're excited about that. And if you are in my live chat, hey girls, y'all know I love you, and this is my favorite part of my premiere. Thank you for always being here to support me. I love y'all so much. I will have another video. Actually, I have several videos coming up in the next couple of weeks, so be sure to watch out for that. But as always, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Be blessed. Bye now.